Hey y'all, it's Lexi. Welcome to the very first episode of Lost in Lexicon. Joining us today is one of my coworkers, Farmer Brown.
Hey guys.
Each week, me and a guest will invent hilarious backstories for everyday words, explore their real origins, and take you on tangents you didn't know you needed. The topic today? Animals. Who better to ask than Farmer himself? Alright, Farmer, so why is your name Farmer?
Well, my dad wanted my name to be unique. He wanted my name to just be Farmer Brown.
Okay.
And my mom was like, you're not doing that to my child. So then my first name is Caden. But I only go by Farmer because that only lasted a few years with my mom because she gave in to my dad. She was like, you know what? Farmer Brown is pretty cool. And my dad was like, okay, yeah. And if he had another son, it'd have been Tractor Brown.
Tractor?
Tractor Brown.
You're lying.
I'm not.
Okay, what about a girl?
Probably like Charlie.
Like
Charlie
Rabbit
Brown. Rabbit Brown.
Have you ever owned any animals before?
Yeah, I have cattle. I have cows in my pasture. I have a horse. My uncle used to race horses. We have goats. We have ducks. We had geese. We had chickens.
Which one was your favorite?
The race horses, a little smaller, but they're also like the big horses. Like they're like your normal size horses that you'll see.
Did y'all have ponies that you would race?
Ooh, no, we didn't have any
No.
ponies. But there is, in this racing place, there's a event. It's a camel versus midgets. They do camel
What?
and midget racing.
Midget racing?
Midget racing versus like it's like a midget like runs and then a camel runs and then midget doesn't try to beat the camel.
Who usually wins?
Normally the camel.
Okay. I wonder how much money the midget would get if it wins, because you can't really like give a horse money. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I mean you could be like, you guys got grass. Get this premium hay.
Here's some hay. Yeah, but a midget, the price would have to be different. You couldn't give a midget hay.
You can give him like money. Yeah, money.
You know what? Wait, it was a camel?
Yeah, camel.
You could give the midget the camel.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then he'd be tall.
All right, let's get started. The first animal I thought of was hippopotamus. So, why do you think a hippopotamus is called a hippopotamus, or what do you think they should have named it?
A hippo. When I think of a hippo, I just think of a big meaty eaty thing.
A
So
what?
big meaty so hippos are really big, right?
Right.
They're like this super massive thing, and its jaws are massive.
Have you ever seen one?
Yeah, I've seen one in real life.
Like,
We got the zoo. We used to go to the
At
zoo, and we got to feed them watermelons.
Oh no!
So like
You
they would,
fed a hippo
yeah,
a
I fed
watermelon?
a hippo a watermelon,
No.
and it like crushed the watermelon instantly. And when I first saw like a hippo, I was like, it looks like a big old meatball.
Yeah.
With teeth.
I don't think that's an animal you can necessarily train either. Did you have to like sign a waiver before you did
Well, like
it?
we were like standing outside of like the enclosure, like
Oh,
we
and
didn't
y'all
get
just, like,
inside.
threw
Yeah, we just
watermelons?
it's like you drop watermelon into like its mouth, because you're like 2 feet above, and it
Yeah.
just like eats the watermelon.
Okay. Do you think that if they made miniature ones, you would keep it?
Like a mini hippo.
Right.
I would definitely want a mini hippo. Have you ever seen a baby hippo?
I don't
They
think
look
so.
so cute, but then they look like they would eat you.
Because it's not furry, I feel like I wouldn't like it. Is it slimy? Or is
Yeah,
it
they
like...
look slimy. They look like little frogs. They look like
They do look like frogs.
eating
Like the
frogs.
same
Yes.
eating frogs?
Like people eating frogs.
What?
Frog eating people. That's what they look like. They look like frogs that would eat people. 'Cause they're
Oh,
all slimy.
yeah. Okay, that makes more sense now. No, the texture. So like it looks slimy, like it would be a frog,
hmm
but I think it's like short-haired. I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, they spend like 16 to 24 hours, 16 like 20 hours in the water.
They do.
They do.
Do they sleep in the water?
I don't think so, because it says they have to like come up every like 3 to 5 minutes to breathe air.
They're nearly hairless, only with a small amount of short, fine hair on their bodies. Look at the picture. Oh, I don't
It looks like
There's
a
a
frog.
meme.
It looks
It
like a
does
frog.
look like
It
a
looks like a
frog.
bullfrog.
It really does. I wonder if they're related. Oh, well, hippos are not related to frogs. Why do they look alike? I wonder if the frog... No, that evolves from a tadpole.
I mean, a hippo back in the day might have evolved from a tadpole. You never know where the hippos originated. Where do you think that like originated from?
Why
What
do you
was,
think
like,
a tadpole is called a tadpole?
Maybe because it's like a tadpole is like a circle with a little tail, like,
With a
right?
pole.
Yeah, with a pole. So it's like a
Tad.
little pole and then like a tad of a pole on the
Oh,
tadpole.
that's a really good... Yeah, I do like that. Tadpole. Okay. The name hippopotamus comes from a Greek word meaning water horse or river horse, which is weird because you were just talking about horses.
Yeah, but it kind of
It doesn't look like a
it does. It looks like a
horse.
pig. It looks like it'd be a water pig.
Yeah, or a big water meat frog.
Big water meat frog. I like that.
What's the acronym for that?
Water meat frog.
Big water meat frog.
WMF.
BWMF. There we go.
That's the new name for the hippo, guys. BWMF.
BWMF. All right, next word is raccoon.
A raccoon. I don't know.
You don't know?
Low key.
A lot of people call them trash bandits, but I think
See,
that's stupid.
I've always heard like a trash panda or the pandas.
Right.
The
Which,
little-
like,
the
it makes
pandas are
sense,
trash.
but, like, it's cliche.
It is a raccoon. Maybe because like they kind of look like rats.
Coon.
But what is coon like?
Coon.
We don't know what coon means.
Oh, I actually do.
Oh.
It comes from a Native American language, where coon is raccoon pelts that's used for clothing. Fun fact.
Mm.
I think that someone could have, like, yelled out, like, a rack of spoons.
There's a rack of spoons. It stole like, oh my god, this creature stole my rack of spoons.
Right,
And they were
like
like, oh
it's
my god, the
running away.
raccoon. And they were like, no, my rack of spoons.
And then everyone just kind of, like, went with raccoon.
Yeah. Do you know an interesting fact about a raccoon?
What?
That they are right below monkeys on the IQ scale, and right above monkeys on the IQ scale are humans. So they're only 2 IQ knots below us.
That would kind of make sense. Because they use us to sustain life.
They do. They're like, okay, give me your trash. Thank you. And if you don't give them their trash, they kind of fight you. Like, have you ever fought a raccoon?
No,
It's
I
not
haven't.
fun.
Have you?
I have fought a raccoon.
Like,
my grandma
actually? Oh, God.
had, or my aunt, used to go feeds a bunch of raccoons. Like, she would go outside, buy a loaf of bread, like, every day for all these raccoons. And she lived, like,
Oh,
right next to the
really?
woods. And there'd be, like, 10, maybe, like, 11 raccoons that would come up and eat all this bread. Well, one time, when I was, like, 10 or so, I was trying to help feed the raccoon, and I was trying to, like, break the bread in half. Like to give it to all the
Yeah.
raccoons. Well, this raccoon took it out of my hand.
The raccoon
So I went
was-
after the raccoon to like try to get it back. But I was also 10, so I was like,
You
oh,
went after
let me get the.
raccoon?
Yeah, I was trying to get all the bread.
Yeah.
So I got attacked by the raccoon because it didn't want to give the bread back. Yeah.
It
So
was greedy.
So I wouldn't recommend
Oh my
fighting a
goodness,
raccoon.
have you read that book, The Giving Hand?
I have not.
Oh my goodness, in elementary school? I don't really remember what it was about, but I do remember that it was about a raccoon who, like, lent a hand. But obviously that's wrong.
Yeah,
That's
because they're
totally
mean.
wrong.
Have you ever seen The New Incredibles?
No.
So the baby in the middle of it like fights a raccoon.
Oh,
And the
really?
raccoon beats the baby's basically. Because that
It's
raccoon
kinda
has
like-
hands.
The camel and the midget. A baby and a raccoon.
Exactly.
Whenever I was younger, my mom used to take us to this pond in front of the hospital in Baton Rouge, and there was a whole bunch of gooses,
Geese.
and we would give them bread, and they would start chasing us. We never got hurt, but
Another
I think
fun
she
time.
did it for fun.
My grandma brought me to the park. I think it was, I don't know where it's at. It's not too far from here though. Anyway, she was like, "Oh, go pet the goose." I got bit by the goose.
She told you to go pet it.
She did. She was like, "I didn't think it was gonna bite
I
you."
don't think your grandmother liked you very
I don't
much.
think so either. She was like, "I didn't think she was gonna bite you," and it bit me. So I mean.
Oh, God. Okay. One time, I was in a ski lift, and there was a tornado, and I was, like, at the top of the ski lift, and I got stuck with a group of people I didn't know, and, like, my grandmother and my family were, like, down the mountain. It was really bad.
Oh my god, and your grandma was like, yeah, that's my girl. And you said my grandma was trying to get me. You're trying to get you in a hard tornado.
Next word, porpoise. What even is a porpoise? Is that, like, a thing
porpoise
that's, like,
is
a seal?
basically an off-brand dolphin.
So it's like
It's a type of,
it's like an ugly dolphin?
yeah, but it's not part of the dolphin family. But it is at the same time. It's like, it's the confusing. I
A
don't know.
dolphin and a seal. That's what I'm imagining.
See, when I think of porpoise, all I think of is the little blowhole on like whales and all that.
Did you know that hurricanes kill fish?
I mean, I don't know, it's probably like a fish blender.
That would be like a water tornado.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
don't think a water tornado would actually kill fish either. Because I don't think it like goes into the water. The leaves fall on the water and it takes the oxygen out of the water and it kills a lot of fish.
Oh, I did not know that.
So the word porpoise comes from the Latin word porcus, which means pig. The ancient Romans named the porpoise Porcus marinus.
That's a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast.
Porcus marinus, porcus marinus,
No,
porcus
porpoise marinus.
Oh, porpoise. Okay, I'll say porpoise, you say porcus, and I'll say marinus.
All right.
Okay. Porpoise,
Porcus.
marinus, porpoise,
Porcus.
marinus.
Porcus marinus. Okay.
Which means pig of the sea. And then the word just evolved over time to become porpoise in English.
Okay, so porpoise can mean pig of the sea, but hippo can't mean
yeah.
pig of the water? That doesn't make any sense. Oh my God, wait, have you ever seen Finding Dory?
Yeah.
You know when she's like in the...
Oh my God,
is that a
I know what
porpoise?
you're talking- I think so.
Is that a porpoise?
I think so.
Oh my God.
I forgot about Finding Dory. Ooh, why do you think a penguin is called a penguin?
When I think of a penguin, I think of a penny.
Yeah, I like that.
Like a penguin, okay, you're
What
gonna
do you
be a
think
penny.
a penguin's favorite meal is?
Well, they don't have teeth. So I say mashed potatoes. Some Popeyes mashed potatoes.
I don't like Popeye's mashed potatoes. I haven't eaten Popeye's in like a very long time.
Yeah, I haven't eaten in like a year or two.
It sounds like you said I haven't eaten in like a year or two.
What would a penguin's favorite food be?
I feel like it would be fancy. Like if it were to eat a Chimes meal.
A Chimes meal. It'd probably eat, I would say, fish or shrimp, but it might
Half
like
and half.
chicken. Oh, I haven't. Some oysters. I wonder if penguins have ever eaten oysters.
Probably. I bet you they eat that for like breakfast. It kind of looks like they're asking like, may I take your fish? Kind of like a snow butler. The origin of the word is actually uncertain. It may come from a Welsh phrase, penguin, spelled Gwyn, which means whitehead, but it also may come from the Latin word pinguis, which means fat or oil.
Also, I think some penguins could have came from somebody spelling guinea pig wrong. My sister had a guinea pig, and then she was allergic to it. So she had to get
Wait,
rid
what
of it.
is your sister's name?
Sydney. I saw a zebra in Texas this past summer. I tried to walk to it, and it ran away from me.
It did?
It was so sad.
Why do I feel like you didn't walk to it, but you actually like galloped towards it?
I actually got on all fours and started chasing it. My primal instincts of a little lion came out.
What's on your shirt?
A dodo bird. My friend's grandma made it for me because we used to have a thing. Well, one time she thought I sent a picture of a dodo bird, or I sent the emoji of a dodo bird, and she goes, "That's a cool turkey." And I crashed out because a dodo bird is not a turkey. Now she has a turkey one because she thinks turkeys are better, and I said dodo birds are better because dodo birds are amazing. Also, dodo birds. Name? Dodo?
Dodo.
And they just said bird.
It's probably because they like made a dodo noise.
Dodo.
Yeah.
Like a Pokemon. You know, like when they say their names, and that's their name. So maybe it was like
No.
Dodo.
One time though, I was on campus, I was walking my dog, and there was a group of people, and they were just kind of walking around campus. I kept running into them and seeing
They're
them.
playing Pokemon Go.
They were playing Pokemon Go. It was like the middle of the summer.
Mm.
And these people were not talking to each other at all. Like it was a whole bunch of strangers that genuinely got together and walked around.
That's what my
campus
friend does sometimes.
by himself.
With the strangers, no. He just goes on campus and he meets people, and then they just go play Pokemon Go together.
I kind of would be down to do that.
It seems fun until, like, if you don't know what you're doing anymore. Like, I think there's, like, a certain time limit for it, too. So you're just, like, walking around with strangers, and then you don't say anything, and you just dip.
They just start losing.
They just start losing people left and right. It'd be like, what is, like, Hunger Games, I guess.
The reason zebras are called zebras. The name likely came from European explorers encountering the striped African animal and applying a similar sounding word to describe it, possibly derived from a legendary horse-like creature in the Iberian Peninsula. I looked it up because I was like, what do you mean horse-like creature? Legendary horse-like creature at that. And it said a unicorn.
Oh.
So maybe they were real however many years ago in Iberia. Isn't Iberia like the party country?
I don't know. I know.
Ibiza.
Oh, I know Belgium's a party country, but I don't know about Ibiza.
Belgium.
Because I had a foreign exchange student from Belgium.
You had a foreign exchange.
Okay. My parents had a foreign exchange student from Belgium in my junior year of high school.
Yeah.
So Belgium's always just a party.
Belgium
on a beautiful
reminds
day.
me of burping.
Burping? Belching? Belgium?
Belching, yeah.
Okay, I can see that. Where do you
feel
think
like they were
belching
like-
came from?
Belching. Let's look it up. That's kind of interesting. It's likely derived from an onomatopoeia, meaning the word imitates the sounds of the action itself.
Think I ever had? Oh, I'm gonna put it. Why is baloney spelled like that? That's really balogany.
It really is. Bologna. I feel like whoever made bologna because it...
I think baloney originated from Germany.
That would make a lot of sense, actually.
Bologna. How do you spell bologna? Bologna. Okay, it's just bringing me the capital of Romania. Bologna.
Bologna?
Or, well, however you say this word.
Bologna. Bologna.
Oh, God, that makes more sense.
Okay, we were talking about frogs earlier, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I actually had it written down where I wanted to do frogs, and I looked up why are frogs called frogs, but then I found a Reddit link, and it just talked about why we Americans call the French frogs.
I didn't even know that we called the
I
French
didn't know
frogs.
that. And it's only an American thing.
Do the French know about this?
I don't know.
Calling the French frogs, why would we?
It's because they like to eat frog legs.
Oh.
I didn't even know France had frogs, if we're being honest
Fair
here.
enough. Okay, I can see the French calling us frogs
Right.
because we eat frog,
But
especially
I
down
think
in the
it's
south.
just because we live in Louisiana.
I wonder if they eat. Okay, so if the French eat frog legs, do they eat French? Oh, I was gonna say bullfrogs, but then French bullfrogs is gonna come out my mouth. So maybe they have French bullfrogs. Do you think they would have a frog farm in the French? In France?
And the French, I think that they're... They probably have 5. Because French, 5.
That's fair. Like French fries, 5 fries, like Five Guys.
Why do you think a hedgehog is called a hedgehog?
Maybe it has very nice hedges.
I have to look up what a hedgehog is.
A hedgehog is like it's like a spiky little guinea pig.
Oh, yeah, I know what a hedgehog is. They're actually really cute.
I want to pet hedgehogs so bad.
Okay, hear me out, though.
It looks nothing like a hog though.
Pull all the spikes out.
Oh. Oh. It might not like that.
Probably not. Pull the spikes out and then grow fur. Put like chia pet seeds on top.
Starts growing vines, and then it would really be a hedge.
Whoa.
Oh, maybe that's what they do. Maybe if you like take all this seeds out.
Maybe that's why chia seeds are a thing.
Yeah.
Or chia pets.
Yeah, because they were made off of hedgehogs. And then the hedgehogs grew like needles to like get rid of them to
Whoa,
freaking
they're
them
like
out.
stop humans.
Yeah, so that's their protection from humans. Oh, I think we just broke the code.
That was like the best one yet.
I know.
That was good. I had spike roll and prickle pop.
What was the last one?
Prickle pop.
You know, prickle pops, aka hedgehogs, hedgehogs are lactose intolerant. They're lactose intolerant. They can't drink milk. People used to think they would drink a lot of milk, and then
Why?
it actually finds out. I don't know why, but I just like. Is there a different type of lactose intolerant for
Animals.
hedgehogs? Yeah.
For hedgehogs, just
Just
in general.
hedgehogs, though.
Yeah. If it were to come from a country, I could see it being French as I feel
guess-
like it's little tiny hands and it's like a little cute face, but it's like
Yeah.
with,
With a nice little mustache. I feel like it would have a mustache though.
I could see that top hat.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't we evolved an animal to have some sort of hat? Like made out of skin, obviously.
Oh, right. Wait, I'm thinking. I feel like there is a type of animal that has a type of like.
Oh, the beluga whale.
Well, that's just a big old noggin. I think that's what that is.
It has like 2 heads.
What?
Yeah.
They have 2 heads?
Well, no, not like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like stacks on stacks on stacks.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. I don't know.
Do you have any words you'd want to
I have one word that I have one for you.
do? Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Bony-eared assfish. Where do you think that name came from?
So, whenever I think of that, I don't think of a fish at all. Fish don't have ass.
Fish don't have it.
They don't have it.
They don't have that.
They also don't have ears.
Exactly. So like bony-eared assfish, it's like an optical illusion in your head.
Say it really fast.
Bony-ear.
Bonier.
Bony-ear sounds like bonier.
Oh, which is French for
Good.
cucumbers.
Is it really?
No.
You're just like, yeah. And I'm like, can I get a bonier? I'm like, huh? A cucumber. That's not what that is. So like ass. Oh, because you're right by it.
Yeah.
Actually, I looked it up. Armatus means armed in Latin. So the fish has like a little spine coming off of its ear, like a little pokey thing coming out of its ear. So it comes from bony eared. If you like see a picture, I can show you a picture. So look, so we have little pokey things coming off its ear,
Oh
right?
my goodness, it's kind of cute.
Okay, so for the prickly, for the ass part now. Onus could either mean donkey or be ass in Greek. So,
Onus?
Onus. O-N-U-S.
Onus.
So maybe that's because it's like
Who knows?
maybe they're like armed donkey, which I don't still see how that comes about.
Wait,
Armed
what?
donkey
Oh,
for
okay.
the ear fishy.
Yeah.
But like,
Armed. Like it's armed, like it's ready to get
yeah,
you.
maybe because it has like the pokey thing on its ear.
Right, but in order for it to attack, it would have to swim backwards really fast. And you
I
can't see
don't
where
even know
it's
if it can
going.
do that.
There are so many animals out there, but I think we covered all of them.
Yeah, I think we talked about every single animal there is to exist on this
There
planet.
is.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Okay. I think I might get copyrighted for that.
I'm
Okay.
literally Farmer Brown though.